We'll start with this one. All right, we're live. Cool. So what I want to do is I actually want to go to Google Docs and I want to write out some dialogue that I want to put in for the beginning of this game. And this is going to be the way that I'm doing this is definitely not the way that most people would, create a game. Most of the time, you're going to create all the core mechanics and all of the core level and gameplay before you actually come in and add story. But the way that I want to do it is actually progressive creation. That way we have an idea and a way to go when we start the next levels, and we have a direction versus it kind of being really random. And I kind of want to work the story from those levels into the beginning of the game. So what you're going to hear is a director or a narrator in the very beginning, and this is basically going to be all of his dialogue. So you're going to wake up with a bunch of chromatic aberrations or whatever, and he's going to say, "You, the player, awoken, you, the player, awoken with a startle. Awoken with a startle. Where are you? You ask. Where am I? Where am I? You ask. Looking around, you notice a pathway. You notice a clear pathway in front of you. Looking around at the beautiful scenery, you notice the clear pathway in front of you. So there we go. That's kind of an idea. So you, the player, awoken with a startle. Where am I? You ask. Looking around at the beautiful scenery, you notice a clear pathway in front of you. So that's a great start, I think, and we can really work with this and create a story. So let's actually go ahead and add the next part. So when you look at the blue object coming up the stairs, you notice ruins of something from long ago. Why? I want a question for everyone. Why? You ask yourself. Why am I here? Coming up the stairs, you notice ruins of something from long ago. Why, you ask yourself. Why am I here? I like that. So next up is going to be when the raycast hits the blue object, that's going to be up there. So you're going to look at it and you're going to say, looking, it's going to be third person, looking at the blue object, at the shining, at the bright object. You ask yourself, why do I feel a need to touch it? Why do I feel a need? Looking at the bright object, you ask yourself, why do I feel a need to touch it? It feels like it's sucking in the very existence of your soul. Looking at the bright object, you ask yourself, why do I feel a need to touch it? It feels like it's sucking in the very existence of your soul. All right, so that's what I like for the first level at the very least. So let's go ahead and pop open Audacity, and I feel like this can be half decent. So, and this stream is going to be very laggy. I understand that, considering the fact that Unity is baking in the background. So that's all right. MME. Yeah, there we go. You, the player, awoken with a startle. Where am I? You ask yourself. Looking around at the beautiful scenery, you notice a clear pathway in front of you. I had a dog barking in the background, so. Cool. I like it. So let's go ahead and amplify and noise detection. Go to noise profile. We're going to go ahead and reduce it. I like it. And we're going to add some reverb to it. Where is some reverb? Reverb, here we go. All right, that works. So we're going to go ahead and export this, and we also need to create some music. So let's go ahead and create a little. Let's create a folder audio, and first is going to be narration. There, I spelled that really wrong, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter, honestly. So let's go ahead and we're doing this right now. That way we don't have to do it later, because honestly, who the crap actually wants to go and do all of this stuff later? So intentional bugs. Audio narration. Start. Okay, and it's we're gonna do the same thing for every single one. So now, coming up the stairs, you notice ruins. Ruins of something from long, long ago. Why? You ask yourself, why am I here? So we're going to go ahead and amplify this, same amount. We're going to go ahead and noise reduction, same thing. Okay, I like it. Add some reverb. Same amount as normal. Works for me. Can you close the door? Thank you. Okay. Okay. All right, next up. Looking at the bright object, you ask yourself, why do I feel the need to touch it? It feels like it's sucking in the very existence of your soul. I think I did pronunciation wrong. Works for me, dude. Noise reduction, get the profile. Noise reduction, okay. Sounds good to me. Add some reverb to it. Also, I'm doing this right here, y'all. So I'm sorry I put it on the other screen. Why do I feel the need to touch it? So yeah, I